Yeah, welcome to the Weekly Scheme Podcast. It's your host, Mansa Musa Jr. I got a co-host right now. My co-host name is Todd Sparks. Introduce yourself, sir.
I'm Ty Sparks, but everybody knows me as Ty Sparks, but also people know me as the stage name C Real. I'm a comedian, music producer, black activist, and as well as going to be a business owner as well soon. And I do some other stuff on the side.
Oh, no doubt. Well, I met you on social media. I met you on some controversial things that you was having going on over there. You know what I'm saying? And one of the controversial things was you was like, "Are you born gay?" I know that was a big one that you got
Yeah,
going
because
on.
it's been a big thing for a while. Like I just always wondered, I talked to one of my friends, and she's having a gay wedding for like her two friends, and they were like talking on the phone yesterday. They were like, "Oh my god, like yeah, you're born gay." And the thing is about that people that are gay, some of them hide it because they're scared to come out the closet with it because of people judging people for who they are. You know, my opinion is I don't think you can be born gay. But listen, that's just my opinion. But there's another opinion too for other people. They think they're born gay, so that's their opinion. You should leave it as that because I just found out yesterday one of my homegirls was gay. She's with a man, but she told me she's gay, and I'm like, okay, there's nothing wrong with that. So like on the post I made, man, I said a lot of stuff, but it was the truthful stuff. So when I said it, people got offended. Like they try to comment and try to say it turned all around and try to say I was hating
Yeah.
on gay people. I asked a simple question:
Yep.
can you be born gay? Just all you got to answer. And then we went off, and people started saying, "Oh man, you're ignorant. I'm gonna run up in your house and kill you and all that." People don't know who I am,
People
but
threatened you?
but oh yeah, people threaten me all the time, man. I've been threatened since I was 15. I'm 27 now. I'm 27. I'm still alive. You know, there's a story that I never told, but I'll tell people this one. I used to hang around a lot of people. We were up this neighborhood one time. I'm not gonna say it all that because I don't like rapping about it. 5 shots at me. 5 shots. They shot the wrong person. They didn't get me, but there was 5 shots aimed at me. I was like, you know, and I never told nobody that because it's not something to brag about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
From like
nobody wants to deal with a whole bunch of
some
craziness like that.
right. You know what I mean? So like from them situations like that, I learned to be more a little bit top about controversial subjects that a lot of people don't want to bring up. You know, I had all kinds of people calling me, "Yo, don't talk about that, man. It's a risky talk. It's topic." Okay, so why?
Oh no, no,
So
yeah,
why?
that's
What?
what we do here on the Weekly Scheme Podcast. We don't play that. We speak truth, and it's actual facts. You can actually look it up. We don't beat nobody down. You can speak your thing, but you know what I'm saying. That's why I like you, and that's why I think eventually we met up is because we speak that truth, and a lot of people be like, "Why are you saying that?" Like I'm saying it because I'm not doing it as ill will to nobody. It's just like that's just the truth. I can't change the truth. I'm sorry. Your perspective could be different, but that don't mean it ain't the truth because you don't want to believe it.
Yeah, because there was
You know what I'm
another
saying?
person on my list. We were just talking about it. She said, "Yeah, I am gay." She's like, "Wow, I support that." There was a lot of people on my comments that were gay that supported it. You know what I mean? They were like, "Wow,
Yeah.
that's a real one actually talking about that." You know. And here's my topic too. If you got someone in your circle that's gay, treat them the same way that a straight person would be, man. You know, they feel less. It's almost like how some white people are treating black people with the whole Black Lives Matter. You know, that it's kind
Yeah.
of like at the same time, like it's kind of the same, but not really. Like people shouldn't be doing that shit, man. That shit hurts.
Yeah, it's
Like
opposite
I
ends of
we
the spectrum, but it's like two different topics, but it's the same spec. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
yes,
It's
yes,
odd the way they do it, but it's like the same type of thing. Yeah, I
yes,
get what you're saying.
and so a lot of people don't understand about certain situations or how they're feeling. Like one of my cousins, I'm not gonna say their name. I mean, say his name, but he came out the closet, and people started laughing because he was gay. At first, everybody be like shocked, laughing. You know, me.
Hmm.
On the other hand, I'll be honest, I did because I didn't know how. I I didn't know how you feel, right? Then after I took it to my turn after my cousin died, and I was just like, I just thought about it, like, what if that was me? You know, what if I had a
Mm-hmm.
secret I didn't want nobody to know, right? Would I want them to treat me like that? So the point is, you shouldn't be treating somebody that is just different. That's like a somebody that has one arm. Look, a lot of people come on and try to talk about my learning disability. The way I talk sometimes, I got learning disability. I'm still smart. Yeah, I do have a learning disability. So what? That was just the way I was born. You know what I mean? So should I be treated different because I have a learning disability? No.
No.
Right.
You
So
know what? You want
like,
to know something? To be honest with you, there's one thing with me is like most of the time, like when people got a learning disability or something, just put it like that. I'm actually uh a lot more. I put more pressure on you for your learning disability. I wouldn't make fun of you. I would make you try to learn more. You would get mad at me for trying to make you learn more. You get what I'm saying? You'd be like, yo, just give me a break. That's the only thing you would be able to get mad at me with. That's my perspective on it. Like you don't make fun of the people, you help them. You know what I'm saying? Like most people, like when you talk about the things, when you said it, you were like, uh, oh, can you be born gay? I was like, that's a good question because at the end of the day, when you're dealing with it, you're looking at it like, can you? And it's like a debatable thing. But the thing is that if you look at it, people be like, well, God said that he made Adam and Eve and not Steve. Or, you know what I'm saying? They say those different things. You got to show respect on a certain level. But there's some people like so that believe that you should marry a man and a woman. Are they wrong in their belief just because you're gay? You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? It don't make sense.
right,
Like if you want respect, you got to give it. And that's the
right.
problem I have with
No,
people is if you're gay and you want to look at me like I'm crazy, you're gonna have a problem with me. It's not because you're gay, but if I say some
right.
truth to you, why are you getting upset with me because it's my truth? And now you're trying to intertwine it and making it look like I'm
Right,
just
right.
breaking
No,
down.
that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you know, like I wouldn't go to. I got my other phone. I wouldn't go to the comments to read it. Like I've had people come on my live. You know, there's a situation that happened to one of my cousin, and I was talking to my sister about it. She's like, "Well, bro, that's a risky topic." I said it is, and anything is a risky topic to be talked about. Like, so she was just like, I said, "Yo, they're trying to do me the way that they did her." There was a dog situation that happened down here and the dog got swing. I made it on Team Z. It was some crazy shit, man. I'm not saying the names because I don't like bringing people's names out, even though they went out. People
Oh,
probably
matter
would
of
just
fact,
find the
before we
name.
even keep going, hey Ty, hold on. Before we even keep going, I want to let my viewers know where you're from.
I'm from Canada, Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. I resign in Halifax. It's over the bridge from Dartmouth. We're in a small town, Nova Scotia. Kevin Hart's been down here a lot. Waka Flocka, YG. You know, we're pretty much getting on the map. We've been on first. That was the first situation with the Team Z. I don't know who sold that, but yeah. So a lot of people ask me about this. I'll tell them there's a lot of black people down here. We do face the same problems that you guys do, man. 24/7. It gets very worse. Like I've just dealt with some racial shit at my job. I used to do security. I was training to be a cop. First, going to be an armed guard, and then go to a cop. I don't think the police force is right for me right now. There's too much going on, so I get that
Yeah.
dream up.
Yeah, I can understand that. Not what was going on right now. That'd be the worst thing. You jumping in the hot water doing that.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I
Yeah.
already had
So
the experience. Like, I already know how the police is. Like, I know stuff that people don't know about the police. Like, they do the shit that they're doing right now. They were trained to do that. That's what a lot of people don't understand. They're trained to do that. They're trained to treat black folks way different than they treat white folks. That's a lot of people don't know that. And some people,
yeah,
when I tell
and
them
you
that,
right about that. See, you want to know why I understand why people get mad at you because you're more blatant and they make it look like because they try to make if people just looked at it when people say stuff about you, they make you like this crazy. See, you're talking to me, and people wouldn't think that it would be the same person that'd be in the comments talking to people. They think that you're like this crazy, rambunctious, just out of line type of person, and you're not. This is the way you are.
nah,
And you're
I'm
speaking
like this.
truth and
I'm like this 24/7, man. Like me and my girl
exactly.
arguing the public. We and this homie arguing this. Like I remember I had this situation where someone was like talking some shit about it, and I'm like, "What's your address?" And they're like, "Why? We're not gonna fight." I said, "No, I don't. I'm not about that. I'm not fighting nobody for what." I said, "We're gonna talk. We're gonna have a debate topic." And they met me. I had the same energy I had online. They were like, "Holy shit! Like how? Like I've
Yeah.
never met someone like that. That's real." And you know, a lot of people that say, "Oh well, if you're saying that you're real, that means you don't mean real." No, people confuse that topic. Saying real things and showing real things is a different perspective. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Like if you're gonna say that you're real, make sure you're showing it between the actions. Cause you can say it all you want, but if you ain't showing between the action, it don't mean shit.
There's people in here. They said they didn't know Nova Scotia was in Canada. They
Yeah,
didn't
so
know. They were like, what?
I can explain to you guys about that. Like there's a place down here that's called it's Citadel Hill, and it was like black folks. I feel like it was like Jamaican ruins or something like that. If you ever read the Book of Negroes, um, it will tell you pretty much about Nova Scotia. Because Nova Scotia took a big, huge part in slavery like years ago. I don't want to sit here and educate
Yes.
that all about, but
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
read that.
if
I did read that.
yeah, I'm still reading it now. Like I didn't know about certain shit. So a lot of people don't know too that the black man made a stop sign. Every time you stop at stoplight or whatever like that, or the stop sign. That's the one that the black man made, pretty much. There's other facts, man. I don't want to go on too much of the shit because I don't like talking about shit unless I'm bringing up the facts. Like it's been a long time. Like to remember all that shit, man. It's history of shit. So a lot of people don't understand too, and they say, all white people are bad. Well, they don't understand too. White people were trained to be racist. Not all of them, but some of them really were. So that's why we're coming at a part where, certain white people would say they're not racist, or they say all lives matter. This is the same meaning as saying "go home, Negro," and go do or fall off the shift or something like that. You know what I mean? That people don't
Yeah.
understand these
You know, but you want to know
logical.
what it is? It's racist innuendos because people, if you talk to people before this happened, people didn't think that people were still racist. Okay, because out of sight, out of mind. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now when they're out here stirring the pot, it's rising up in people because you got to think when Trump came into office, he said what? Make America great again. But in the people's minds, he kept doing it and kept doing it, and it's a red hat with white lettering on it. You got to understand when you keep looking at something, it triggers something. So what it started to do, he knew he couldn't come out and say, "Yo, you know what? Make America white again." You get what I'm saying? Because if you look at the percentages of what's going on in America, we're like
So
what
that's the
a
same
four
meaning.
percent
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
we're like four
understand.
percent here. People think that we're overpopulating here. They look like the majority, but they're the less majority in the world of things. You get what I'm saying? The grand scheme of it, they're the less one. We're the majority, but in America, we're 4%. America is not made for blacks. It's just not. And people got to understand that it never had us in mind. We were
I
always as
mean,
a slave.
that's the
That's why I
same
said,
thing. That's the
go
same
ahead.
thing for the same thing for Canada too. But
Yeah, they do the
it's
same thing.
just
That's why.
because
That's why, if you
I'm gonna.
notice it, they started a rift between Canada and America. If you
I'm,
talk to an
I'm,
American and say
yeah.
Canada, they'll be like, "Them pieces of shits." You know what I'm saying? Or they'd be like, "Y'all got a good healthcare system." They'd be like, "Oh man, hell with Canada." That's the way I was brought up. But my dad told me not to listen to that. I don't listen to that. So now I
Healthcare is
know
not
why he's fighting.
healthcare is all right, man. But it's very hard to get doctors down here as well. We don't have many black doctors at all. Like we got like pretty much. I had to fight to get a black doctor, and I got one. I got his own personal number where I can call him if I ever had a problem. But that took me like fuck. I'm 27 now, so I've had a white doctor. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with him
No.
since I was like 24 to 25. No, since I was a kid. It was the first black doctor I ever had in my life. You know, I'm not saying I just prefer to have a black doctor because they can relate, but there's some white people that can relate to you as well. But 99% of the
You
time,
want to you want to know what bothers me? Because I'm gonna tie this all back into why we came on here and talking about could you be born gay? But listen, you know what the problem is in America?
Mhm.
It's, we're taught to love everybody here. Okay,
Mhm.
we're not allowed to love our own kind. If we start to say we love our own kind, they take that as like a poke at them and saying, "Hey, what about us?" You know what I'm saying? It's always been like that, and it's the truth. People don't like it, but it doesn't mean it's not the truth. Because a lot of people will give me backlash about it, but they never say that I'm wrong. And that's what people don't look at. They don't say I'm wrong. They just fight me and they bring up strong man arguments where it looks like they're defeating something that I'm saying, but I never even brought it up. And a lot of people don't do that. They have no intelligence to peep when somebody's turning a conversation and switching it on you. But America
Right.
makes it look like, oh, I'm the victim. They're not the victim. It don't mean that I hate you. It's just what's happening. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing that goes on. Black people can say whatever they want. The civil rights movement, do you know that everything's under it? Because you said, can you be born gay? Gay people, the LGBTQ, all that stuff is under what? Civil rights. Them little things that they build in curves for like handicapped people to go down? That's under the
Mhm.
civil rights movement. A lot of people, it was for us. We let a lot of stuff come in there
We
underneath of
did.
us and the guise of it, and then you beat us down when we say something. But you can say all lives matter. LGBTQ people that are gay can say, "Well, hey, we matter too." But as soon as you say, "Hey, I'm black," they're like, "Well, what the hell are you talking about?" That's the problem I got. Because you know what? You're being inconsiderate. You ain't got no empathy, but you want to be under our cause as the civil rights movement, and you're gay. But if you said, can you be born gay? They'll be like, oh, you're bashing us. How? I just asked a question,
And it's the
and that's
same. It's the same theory I'm going right for right now. Like I just asked a question on my social media: can you be born gay? And it's like people just get. That's like I hit two topics. There was like 222 comments on my Facebook. None of them I
fast
really
too.
respond to. Um, a lot of them mostly was like the first one was the you're born gay, but I explained it in a way because I still have the comedian way to me, so people always think I'm joking or trolling, right? So now when I did the why do you people say all lives matter? Explain and I'll respond. They went off. Like I never heard
He went
someone's
off on you.
bullshit. Yeah, I've never heard someone's bullshit in my life. But you know what? I just removed them people through my from my Facebook. Like I don't keep people on there like that. People say, "Oh, you need them. They're your fans or something." How's somebody a fan that is telling me that I don't fucking matter? Like
Yeah,
what?
yeah. It's
I'm like,
it's like it's
hold on.
lashing.
I'm like saying that's like me saying I like something, but I ain't getting it because I'm this fucking color. But if a white person
Yeah.
goes in the store, they getting it because they got the white fucking privilege.
Oh man, listen,
No,
that
that's
privilege.
not cool.
Listen, because you got to think about it. My wife, she's white. She's Italian.
I know, I
From
can
like the
tell
parents.
the way she uses her hands. Like I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much.
She don't play.
I got
But the
Italian in
thing
my
is
blood.
that she never understood until I explained something to her, and I
Mhm.
said something, and the way I said it, and she started to like swell up with tears. I said, and I turned and I looked at her, I said, "You want to know something?" She was like, "What?" I said, "You know that feeling? Hold that." I said, "You know what that is?" I said, "That's white privilege."
Wow.
You two be matchmaker. What white privilege? What's the joke about it? What's the joke about it? Because you know what? I'm not the one to argue with anything, but if you don't see what white privilege is, that's white privilege.
Right.
If you believe that this country was made for black people, and you think that they were made, and when they made that Declaration of Independence and Congress and everything, did blacks were made to make the country? See, when people can't understand that, I did. He said I committed a crime. I did my time. What do you mean? I have a felony. I have one too. I have one
You seen
too.
the You seen the comments? I probably gotta hit
Common.
the
They
chat.
saying something, but the point is like
White
it
privilege.
don't
What is
matter.
that?
So if you committed a crime and we went for a job, I guarantee you would get it before I would. And that's just a fact. So that's why I believe, and I taught my kids, you got to make something of
Hold
yourself
up, hold
and
up,
make
hold
your
up.
own self. You don't have to work for nobody.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. This man is saying you committed a crime, so you have what?
You read the comment, look at it. That's what he's saying.
What? What? What are you talking about?
Just listen what
Explain what the
read it
fuck are
all the
you
way down.
talking about?
He'll keep saying he's writing fast, so you'll be able to see it. Look, and he's saying more.
Nah. That's the problem. People like him, that's the problem. That's the problem that
But
we're
you
facing.
but you want to know what? It is a problem. It's a problem, but
Mhm.
that's where you got to go in and you got to, because sometimes they really don't see it.
They
Some of
don't.
them really don't see it.
Hey, you know,
And,
it's
and
just
and you
like
can't be mad at them for really not seeing it.
it's no, it's not like you're mad at it, but at the same time, I tell people common sense is not really common like it used to be.
Oh no,
It's
no,
not.
not at all.
No, but I mean, it's his theory and it's his point. But we just want to get him to see and elaborate. But like, what do you mean? Like, can you explain to us? Because that's what I'm trying to
He,
understand.
okay,
Like,
what he's saying is that he thinks that when we said white privilege, he said laugh out loud. It was a joke. He doesn't believe. He's saying that there's white privilege, but he's not the first person that I've seen say that. So that's why I don't get all like emotional, because I know I've heard people say it. They're like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "That's it right there."
okay, we can
And
elaborate on his thing. If he has a felony, he chose that life because he chose that way. There is a type of white people that don't have white privilege because they chose to be that way. And anybody that is doing that type of crime affiliated activity, because I have a brother in jail right now that is probably going to be doing life, even though he got an appeal. But I don't know what's going on. He got accused for murder and shit. I'm not gonna say the name, but anybody that sees me knows who I'm talking about, right? And he was black, but also too, I'm gonna explain it in a situation where I can elaborate him. I have a brother that's a white brother. He's not literally my brother, but I treat him like one. And he was up in crimes and shit. And he said the same type of theory. And then he started making sense. He's like, yeah, I don't have white privilege, but because I chose that life. Which that's where I'm trying to elaborate on him like that. He doesn't have white privilege. I can agree with him on that subject because he chose that type of life. But if you were normal to the point, because when you chose to have a felony, cops hate people that do crime. You know what I'm saying? I'm not literally saying that we hate you, but I'm saying with people that do crime, cops don't like that shit at all. Like me, for an instance, I used to do some stupid shit, hop cabs, rob people and shit. You know what I mean? And I just knew that
when
shit
you
was
got to
wrong.
think about it. But when they say white privilege though, because you got to think white privilege, and
No, no, hold
they
on, hold
say
on, hold
white
on, hold on for a
privilege.
second. I see. Hold on, I see a comment. We're having a different experience in the same country. We're not even having a different experience. So let me explain y'all to this. Anything they teach us about you guys is not fucking true. I learned so much about America that they don't teach us here. And anything they teach you about us is not true. They do not want us to figure out about us because they know black is powerful, and it's the fucking truth. That's all I
It's
gotta
always
say.
being a separate. See, the thing is, I don't look at a trained eye like when you put like little like fences up. I don't look at that. When I look at somebody, I'm looking at them like, if I looked at you and I seen you, I'd be like, oh, hey, brother. I'll be looking at you like a black person. Like, hey, I see a white person. I'm like, hey, a white person. But it's, if you go to a different stage, everybody don't act the same way everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So if I went to just Russia and I'd be like, hey, and treat them like I don't have problems with white people in New Jersey, Russia like that, and them people, so most of them people out there are prejudiced, they'll whoop my ass out there. So you got to understand where you're at and their mind frame, because if you don't, you get your ass kicked and you might get killed
I
messing with
mean,
certain people.
that's how us comedians pretty much do. For right with comedy, you got to know how to tell the right joke to the right crowd.
It is.
You can't tell every single joke to a crowd, and some people are gonna really not find that funny. Some people are gonna find that offensive. Some people are gonna lose their fucking mind and kill you. Simple. So
Do you see Ty? You see what he said? He said, "UTB matchmaker said it is excuses all the time that life is hard, so we should be able to get away with committing crimes. Then, when you get caught committing a crime, you resist arrest. If you resist arrest, you are going to have the situation
that's the
escalate."
stupidest logical fact I've ever heard in my in completely life. Do you hear yourself? You should. Okay, so let me explain this to you. So you're gonna do a crime. Imagine you go shoot a fucking kid that's 6 years old. So you think you should get the fuck away from it? Answer that. That's a stupid question. Come on, like, come on.
Yeah, you got yo,
Seriously?
yo,
No,
you
no.
he can't stand.
I'm gonna elaborate on something right quick because down here people don't understand. We get an amount of shootings. We just had a crazy fucking person that shot like 20 people and went on a rampage. I don't
No, I
think y'all
seen that.
heard
I know
that
what you're
one.
talking about. I thought,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah. So
That was near
you
you.
know what I mean? Yes, that was like 30 minutes away from me, and I was out doing security that night. And then one of my friends, no, my cousins said her friend saw him and stopped him and took off like a madman. Like, and fuck, the more of the story, what happened? The man was just pissed about his girlfriend or something about his wife or something going on, so he attacked one of them. And the way he had his girlfriend in the car, she escaped to call the police. If she never escaped to call the police, this man would have made his way to our area, and God knows who else he would have fucking killed.
Oh, his girl
So
called the
no,
police
no,
on him.
yeah, his girlfriend. So let's bring that back to that. So do you think that man should be getting away with crime like that? To kill innocent people, 18 innocent people, number up max up to 20 innocent people? Do you think that? Cause you must be sore as hell crazy if you think that shit.
He said, "What did I just say?" He said, "I said if you commit a crime, you should be punished." That's what he said.
Anybody
That's he
should
said. That's what I
be
heard.
anybody. So you're saying if you commit a crime, you shouldn't be punished?
No, you
Okay,
should be punished.
that you should be punished.
You should be punished. Yeah, if you commit a crime, you should be punished. He said, "That's what I said." Right there. See it on the thing.
So what are we talking about now? Like anybody commits a crime gets punished. So let's play before black people. White person commits a crime the same as the black person, and a lot of people ain't gonna believe this. Say I commit a crime, I do 25 to life. The white person commits the crime, he does like 5 months probation.
Now
Do you
that
see
does
the
happen a
difference?
lot. Yes, it does.
Do you see the
That
difference?
does happen a lot. But you want to know something? But they in their mind they don't think that happens.
No, they don't.
They don't think that that's happening.
But
But
listen,
it's got so bad that
I'm
you
gonna
have to admit it now. You
listen. See,
have
this is
to.
the thing. This thing, like, cause my homegirl's gonna see it later. She's white. She's cool as shit. You wouldn't even think she sometimes acts like a normal white person, but you know what I mean. It's there's not a fair fact because people act who they act. It's not just because your skin color your skin the way you act. That's why I hate what a lot of people do. That be like, oh, he acts black. Oh, he acts white. No, he acts like him or her, she, whatever. You know what I mean? So no,
Mm-hmm.
she rides hard with the whole Black Lives Matter. Like she says the theory is some white people just don't understand, or some people have to the point where they're jealous because we're getting the attention that we finally deserve. Which she says white people have been getting this attention from when to the point. I don't want to mention steal the land because like that's for my ancestors to put that up, and that's with the natives of what goes on. But all I can say is the unite won't come until we just accept each other for who we are. That's the problem. People say they don't see color, but you could be around someone that's dark as the freaking force field and you white as clear as night. What are you gonna see? You can't tell me you don't see color. I walk out
He
every
says,
time
"I've
into this.
never met a person and think he's black and he's white." No. Oh, okay. Okay, I
You can
understand. I
elaborate on
understand
that
what
one.
you're saying. Color means nothing to you, but you got to understand when most of the time when you're talking about it and it filters down to us, which are the poor, and they look at no color down there, them big high elites, and they do all the bull crap that they do to us, and they start all this, they don't look at a color. But when we get down here, we're down here fighting with it because you're over there saying something because you think because of the color of your skin, you're better than somebody. That's where all the fighting comes from. But nobody wants to look at that. You know what I'm saying? It's
So
because it's
so
a
th-
mind frame that you're better
so
than, and nobody's
there's
better
another
than
thing
nobody.
too, because
Nobody
there-
is.
there's like for you, you're light skinned, I'm dark skinned. There's
And
somebody
I
I
know
forget,
light skinned and dark skinned people that hate each other.
I forget. There was somebody that he was a white man. I forget what his name is. Lynch something. He taught people that were dark skinned and light skinned to hate each other, and then they hate each other forever, and it's been on for years. I can't remember. His last name was Lynch something. But if
Oh,
anybody
Willie Lynch?
wants Willie Lynch, yeah, Willie Lynch
Yeah,
taught
his
us
name's Willie Lynch.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Willie Lynch is the one that taught us that, and a lot of people don't bring that up because they
Yeah,
forget
he's
about
on
it.
he's on the river. He taught the people on the river. He came from over another country and he taught them here how to control the slaves, the light against the dark, marry the light skin against the dark. Like, you know what I mean, make the fight the dark skin fight the light one. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole bunch of division. That's all it was. It's divide to conquer, divide and conquer.
So
That's all it is.
he's the main reason why we got divided from light skins and dark skins. We're not,
Mm-hmm.
look, I'm gonna be honest. As black race, we stand up now and I'm doing a lot, but we're not nowhere close. If we can't defeat the purpose of us light skin and dark skin not getting along, there's no way we're gonna be united. And if we can't defeat the purpose of a black person not getting along with a white person, there's no way we're gonna get united. So that's the thing. There's always going to be a racist person because they were taught that way. There's black people in their homes right now that teaches their black teach their black son or black daughter to stay away from white people and teach them like that white people are all bad. When that
Mm-hmm.
white person could be like, imagine you call someone at night and pick up the phone and it's a black person. They get ignorant and mad, but not all the time. But most of the time, white people are nice as shit. They know, and my race is gonna get pissed at me because they're like, "Oh, you're now Uncle Tom because you're defending." No, I'm not defending. I'm saying facts of what actually naturally
It is
happens.
fact.
You know what I mean? I'm saying my black people at the same time. I'm with you 100%, but I'm like, we quick to be fucking like so angry. But I get it. I get it. I'm angry all the time because of what the fuck's going on in the world. I'm black. Why we can't? But sometimes we gotta lighten up a bit too. And now let me get back to the white people topic. I think honestly, some white people need to just like understand that we just want to be equal like you. We just don't like, man. I was at work and I got a fucking ticket for like $61. And I looked at the other car over and I seen the guy get in. He was white, right? So I'm like, why the hell does he got a ticket, not me? Oh, look at my car. Tinted windows, nice rims. You know, it's a car that fits out. No, it's because I'm black and he already
Yeah,
knew.
he said, look at my
Yep.
yo, they do that shit, and they do that shit in Canada too.
Oh yeah, they do, man. Oh yeah, they do.
What?
Oh yeah, they do. So I'm
Man, I
giving
didn't think they did that over there.
I'm
You
giving
would
you
think
know
like, yo,
that if
they
I
do that over there too. That's how you know the whole mind frame.
yeah
That's how you know it's that dude.
yeah
Look, oh look,
yeah. There's
hey Jay,
someone
yo,
messaging me
guess
right
what my
now.
yo,
So
I want to tell you something.
don't use the
I'm gonna go
Uncle
back to
Tom
what
word.
you said. When you said
Oh
it
yo,
was
I
taught,
got some of my viewers
it's
watch.
taught black and white. Now, right here, her right there, Justine Hughes, she says it all the time too. She said it's taught. Racism is taught. It is. It's technology and taught.
Yo, I like her energy. Make sure she adds me up. I'll give her my Instagram and everything.
Well, say it to her
See
now.
if everybody's see real. I don't even know. Yeah, is it? I'm C Real the One. It used to be C Real the One, but like it's with an S. SEEREALTHEONE. And
Yeah, man. Follow.
I do a lot of shit that is about Black Lives Matter, but I'm also too focused on not just our Black Lives Matter, trying to like let people know, like, what's good with the white people's side and trying to get them to stand up for us, because there is a lot of them right now standing up. You know why? It's not just us. I'm 27, bro. I don't know how old are you, but our generation is ready to fucking just move on. The other generation that's smaller than us, like probably 15 to 20s or something like that, they're getting fed up.
Yeah.
They're getting ready to get up to their age and like, fuck this shit. I'm not growing up with this no more. And that's white, black, Asian, Hispanic,
Yeah,
Mexican,
they're way far ahead of
Russian,
us. Yeah,
whatever.
they're
They're
ahead
all
of us.
fed up, right?
Yeah, they're not beat for that shit. Yo, listen, I can see it in I saw it in my kids. Their mind is so far ahead of us. They call it the indigo kids. Their brain moves so fast. They could be broke in 2 years and they'll be a billionaire after that because their brain can think from here to there fast, pow, and it moves back and forth. And we're still stuck from shit back in 1940. You get what I'm saying? And that's why they be like, yo, well, why do you, well, that's what the boy Nipsey Hussle, when he built that thing where all them people were going in there to learn how to do a job and different things. That's what he was doing with them kids because their brain was thinking too fast and they weren't looking at colors. They were all
Right,
colors, white,
right,
black,
right.
Asian, all of them.
Yeah,
And he had them
yeah,
all in one
yeah.
room.
I just want to address this too, because a lot of people, like anybody that's viewing me, that doesn't know me, I gotta say this, man. I appreciate everyone that's understanding what we're talking about and giving it. But I give one thing to anybody that does know me. Please stop telling me what I can say, what I can't do. Cause at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep saying what I want. Cause it's my life, it's my opinion, it's my structure that I'm trying to structure. So there's nothing you can do to tell me what the fuck I can say and what I can't do. I don't
And that's
understand
what
why
we
you
found.
wasted time and the energy to.
You can speak your truth, and you can't. That's what people get. They always want to control
But
and
but but
censor.
that's the thing. People want you to just sit there and lie and let shit happen.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The thing is about it. They try to say, oh, they hated. Look, they hated Malcolm X. They hated Martin Luther King. Now he's fucking dead. They love him. The same thing with Nipsey Hussle, the Tupac, Biggie. You hated all of them. Now he's dead. You love him. Same with Michael Jackson. He's dead.
Yeah.
Now you love him. Ain't that
Justine,
crazy?
you said we were indoctrinated to not value is but to worship white supremacy. It's going to take time, but we will get past discriminating against skin tone. Yeah, yeah. It's going to have to take a while, but the stuff that we're going through right now, it had to come back because people did not believe that people were still racist. You know what I'm saying? Because
No.
it's just
Same,
racist
same,
for white
same, same,
people. But listen,
same
they think
thing.
that it's just racist going against white people. No, it's
Right.
black people that are not like white people. My mom, which my sister you see right there, Justine, my mom is what she don't like white people. She's Puerto Rican little 4'10" lady, and there's no reason for it. She just was brought up
Yeah.
like that, and she's just nasty. And it's ridiculous. And my sister eats her up about it all the time. And I told and my wife knows she knows it. But my mom's like for what she went through, but she don't see it. She don't want to try to change the look at through the lens. So it's not just white people that don't like black people. It's black people that were always raised not to like white people too. That's you got to understand that though. It's a parallel because my mom is one. And it's the truth. I can't lie about it. The woman that gave birth
Mm-hmm.
to me, I like white people. And there's nothing you can say to her that's going to make her change her mind. I'm not
My uncle's
to that
like
though.
my uncle's like that too. There, but you can't stop these old school type of people. They were raised that way. That's like the old school type of people that, oh, you were trying to do something. Oh, don't stay away from the bad kids. Keep on straight in school. They're so driven in the mind. That's all they think about daily and weekly and monthly and yearly. Doesn't matter
So they,
what
they
you
do.
say, they always think about it. And I've told them 100%. And they say, you know what? That's just the way it is. That's how what happened back in my day.
And
Bro,
yeah,
I'm getting sick of tired of people message me when I'm online.
and you know what you want to know with it because like right now is like YouTube is like going. He's saying what he's got to say, but in his mind, that's the way he really believes it. But so if you don't have an agreed definition, you'll always argue. That's why I don't argue with people. Know what? It took me a long time not to
I
argue with
don't.
people
I
because
don't.
there's
I
no
don't at
way
all.
that you can make somebody think something if they're built in their brain to not think nowhere else. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? If I took
People, like I said
I
to
took a
people,
dog and sat him in a room and kept putting him in the dark room, he wouldn't believe they were right anymore if I kept doing it.
right? Like I told people, some people just gonna stay the way they are. So like that's some people that come on my post on Facebook. I get a lot of ads all the time. People love me, love to communicate. I build up so much network. People ask me how I know people in the States. So I'm not afraid to get to know people for who they are. And I'm a real type of person that you don't see in Canada a lot. You know what I mean? So my theory is when I say some true shit, it throws people off guard because people like, oh man, I've never heard that. And so somebody's trying to go write down what they think is right. Then I'm trying to. They want me to comment. They want me to sit there like I'm friggin'
Argue with
Kanye
them about
West
a
and
whole
sit there
time.
and argue with you all day about
Yeah,
what? I look at the
I'm not
comments
doing
and
it.
laugh and go on my day. That's
You
your
know what I do?
theory.
I
And
hit
you,
Marcus Brett, all of them. Wham! I'm not talking to you.
I mean, I
For
usually
real.
hit block sometimes. You know what I mean? Like if somebody, I don't block nobody really unless they get to the point where I know they're racist. That's when I block them,
No, you know, the most
or
people
they
I got
disrespect me. You know?
yeah, I got people that were I had a lot of I had more than racist people. You want to know what the worst thing that I had on my thing that I had to block a lot of people? I'm gonna see if Ty, I'll see if you could get this. What do you think was the most people that I blocked for doing something? What? On Facebook.
Starting shit like trying to instigate.
No, not instigate. No, it was gay. Gay people
Wow.
trying to in my DM sending videos, trying to video call. I mean, unrelentlessness.
Ooh, that's a
I
big
took
word.
I had to screenshot all the people I had blocked, and it was so many of them. I sent them 6 screenshots. I was like, "There's more." They were like, "No, that's enough." I was like, and that was gay people. The people that get mad about when you said, "Can you be born gay?" are the same people that are in my DM talking bullshit,
Yeah, because they
unrelentless.
don't.
Regardless if I
You know
tell
what it
you I'm
is?
married and
Yeah,
have
hold on, hold
kids.
on, hold on, hold on. Yo, so what it is they don't understand why they're gay and how they got gay. Simple. That's why they get mad and they really think that you're against them. But you're asking a
And I don't be against
simple fucking question.
but
You
listen to
know?
this. When they're in my DM and I say, "Hey, I have a wife, I have kids, I'm happily married, I'm straight." You know what they say? Well, why you getting mad? What? What do you
Mhm.
mean? Why am I getting mad? I didn't do anything to you. You came into my DM, said
Right.
something to me, and now you're mad at me for saying I don't do that. I do this. So where do you draw the line when somebody says, "Hey, I was born gay"? Well, okay, if you're gay, so you're saying that I'm a straight person, and people that are straight can't don't have to deal with you saying I matter in my face, and I can't say nothing to you. That's what you're saying. So you could jump on my society, but I can't say nothing to you. That's bull crap to me.
Yeah, that's like my homegirl that messaged me. She never did hit me back. She's like, "Well, I like you really a lot, man. It's just like these things that you say about gay people hurts." And I asked her, explain, what did I say about they hurt? And I told her she didn't have a voice note. She just looked at it and didn't respond. Because she knows me. I said the fucking truth. All I said is this. I'll say one thing because people keep on getting so crazy about this. I asked the question, can you be born gay?
And they snap.
That's it.
People snap.
That's all the question I asked. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Saying if we and honest to God, if a black person had to literally say about how are white people racist? No, that's when the black people would drop. I think some white people are racist. If a black person like me puts that rate up there right now, they're snap.
Yeah,
Man, I know,
it's a
I know this shit because I know
I don't know
controversial. I
why
know how it works.
it's two different worlds. It's like it's weird. Like
People,
I don't know how to. Like, that's where I get where it's like a I'm better than it's an ego type thing. That's when I'd be like,
yeah,
it's an ego. I'm like, yo, because how can't you see that? Like, how can't you see it with your eyes? You're really that, but you can't see. Like that's what bothers me. Like I don't understand how we can look at it and you'll look at it totally different than I do. I'd be like, what? And then when I explain it to you, you get upset that I'm explaining it to you. It's not
yeah,
that I'm
no,
beating you down,
it,
but I'm saying
it,
this
it,
is
it,
what this is. It make no
it's
sense what they say.
it's been like that, man, for a while. Like gay people never came out as the like I just recently found out last year was something the LBGT community. I think it
Yeah,
stands for
they've been
like
around for a while. Bro. They've been around for a long time.
right. I didn't know about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so
It
like
seems like they pump
there
you,
was
right, and then you just pop up.
right.
That's how
So
they
there was
do
this
it.
the one girl like she was a home kind of the home girl, and literally she said shit like, "Oh, you don't get to speak on that, um, because that runs by me." So I'm thinking like, what are you, the leader? Like,
What?
I didn't know I had to ask you, so you
The
know
leader of what?
everybody out there. That's what I'm saying. So you know everybody out there that is pretty much gay needs to run it by you. So I ended up just like blocking her, and then somebody else hit me up in the inbox said, "Yo, I think that was wrong for what she said. Like, what is she talking about? Like, you asked a question and they can't answer it because to decipher that they just like they're pissed because I think a lot of people for this topic is touchy, but a lot of people need to really start supporting gay people, man. They are who they are, man. Like it hurts to see that they had to go through that, but like I'm not gonna hang around. Not what I'm gonna say. I'm not just gonna not going to hang around you just because you're gay. I'm gonna hang around you because you're who you are. But some of these people be like, "Oh, I'm not hanging with him because he's gay." What the fuck? He ain't gonna do nothing to
Yeah,
you, or
I
he
don't.
or
I'm
she ain't
like
gonna do nothing to
I
you.
never got into that type of stuff. Nah, it's just like the thing with me is I told like one person that was like, if I treated you and you were gay, you're a lesbian, whatever you want to call yourself, and I treated you good all the way through, and then you ask me a question, you say, hey, do you think that it's right that do you think that it's right for a man to marry a man or a woman to marry a woman? And I say to you, no. And then you in return say to me, get mad and say, fuck you. You're messed up. And I'll be like, well, why? See, because you're an asshole for even posing a question to me and me answering it. Because if I told you I didn't want to answer, I'd still be wrong. So I'm wrong all the way around the board. So that's why I call them bullies. They say everybody else is bullies about stuff, but all lives matter. Blue lives matter and all that. But nobody ever says nothing until black people say something, and that's what bothers me.
You know what the problem is, man. It doesn't just
Government
have to do with
I
like
see it as black.
anybody gay or straight. The problem is when you talk to someone, sometimes we're blunt. So sometimes you'll say something so they call it ignorant. It triggers them. It really triggers them. Like it won't just trigger somebody that's gay. It triggers someone that's straight. You could literally have a conversation with someone and say, "Oh, like a female. Oh, babe, do you like that dress?" She'll be like, "No," and then be like, "Oh, why?" "Oh, babe, I think it makes you look fat." "Oh, how dare you say that?" You know what I mean? Simple type of words that rectify them, or that it's in their head that they think they're fat. Like just in their head that, oh, I can't like this shit because I don't think he's gonna like me because I'm gay. What? You pick that choice. Like if you gay, love who you are. Don't just let these people ever try to. It's about equality too, man. You know,
America
for the
made a place like this. and then
Right.
they're looking at it like it's strange. Because we're about to wrap this episode up, but they're looking at it like it's strange. And I'm gonna leave it with this as a thing that Dick Gregory said. He said, "This is exactly what's happening to America." He goes, "It's you have a baby and it has a diaper on it, has a pin. Baby been crying for 3 days. 3 days the baby been crying. And the first thing you do is when it starts crying because you've been mad and ain't checked on it, you go, hey, shut up. Pin been sticking it for 3 days. Gangrene didn't set in because you're not paying attention to it. But the
Right.
first thing you say and not even checking on it, saying shut up, that's what they've done to black people in America. That's what the cops are doing to black people here. And you're saying, you know that we're crying, but you don't know that we got a pin sticking in us and we crying and we're pissed off and we're mad and we're boiling at a boiling point and you're saying shut up. And it's like this. Okay, you keep thinking it's a joke. I'm getting sick over here and you're not paying attention. And this is what America's starting to see because they keep taking us and putting us in a corner. That's why you got a hood. A hood covers you. That's why black
See what the people
are
don't
all
understand from
and
America
white
to
are in a
Canada.
hood.
Yeah, yeah, from America to Canada, we're in a box. We've always been in that same box. So it's like a maze. You're trying to figure out which ways can we get out of this box.
All right, man. So,
Like,
I mean, I said, man. I said, all right, YouTube be matchmaker. We'll see you later, man. He said, see you later, Todd.
nice seeing you here, man. Since I appreciate it, man. You know, yeah. So like, we're in a box, and we're just trying to figure out by speaking up, like me and you being black leaders, and anybody else out there. We're just trying to figure out how the fuck do we get out of this box. Like, what are we gonna do? And my main goal right now is to get more white people involved to stand up for like what, not just calling it Black Lives Matter, just standing up for people of any color. You can consider white people. If you guys want to be a part of us, we're all one. You keep on saying it, well then be a part of us.
Yeah,
Just
and that's just
you know that's the whole operation of Black Lives Matter. It's my hand.
but
Look at my palm. It looks like a white person's face, right? So then on the other side is black.
that's what Black Lives Matter.
See the difference? Like you know what I mean? We all bleed the same. I can cut my wrist right now. Well, I would literally do it, but you know. And then somebody else will cut their wrist that's lighter than me. What did they see? Blood. And what is it? Red? The same color.
I tell
You
people
know.
all the time, it's a mind frame. It's a mind frame.
It's a mind frame at the same time.
Here,
It's a mind game we're going through too.
yeah, it is. It's all about this thing up here. Because if it wasn't about this, because it's not about listen, people, them elite people that people keep saying they're doing this and they doing that Epstein thing and trying to find all this about the people doing all this. Them elite people look at a percentage. They don't look at you as a color. It's a true thing. You got to look it up. I got memorandums where they're posting it. They don't believe in a color. They be percentage. It's an 85%, a 10%, and a 5%. Man, they don't care. It's not a color to them. They want to kill 2 to 3 billion people off this planet, and they don't care no color. They gonna get your ass out of here, and that's the way it is. But look, we about to wrap it up because we went over. We'd like to thank y'all for coming through the Weekly Scheme podcast, and we came through with Ty Sparks. Let the people know how they can reach out to you, man.
All right, man. I'm putting my thing down right now. Can I comment right down on here?
Yeah, you can comment down and let it sit up there.
How do you comment? Oh, it's only private.
Yo, it's in the private one. I'll go in there with you because it's a the private chat, and you can just do it. Where the heck did
Oh,
it go?
I can just type it
Here.
down. I can just say it and then you can type it down.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so the Facebook is Ty Sparks,
I'm gonna get it. All
and
right, go
then
ahead. Say it again.
the Facebook's Ty Sparks
All right, Facebook is Ty Sparks. Watch face.
with two, like this, not just Ty Sparks with an S. And the Instagram is see real the one. So that's IMSEEREALTHEONE.
Yeah, and then you said your IG is what? Say the IG again for me.
What? I'm C Real the one.
It's just the capital I's, right?
Yeah. Like you don't really, you don't gonna put a capital. You just get put C Real the one.
That's for the Facebook.
So that's the Facebook Ty Sparks. I think that's right.
Hey, what did Jetty? Jetty sat there and watched that video. We had a good little episode right there. Jetty still it sat through, and
So
she
that your
just drove
sister?
across. Yeah, she just crossed the whole daggone United States almost from New Mexico to New Jersey. Drove it by herself.
Man, it still shocks the shit out of me that some of your people from up there don't know that it's like black people down here. I see more comments that there's skin fold in Nova Scotia. But what do you guys think Nova Scotia is? Like I'm
No,
gonna have to start. I'm gonna have
you
to
know how
start doing some I'm gonna do some history, cause so my followers, cause I got like almost 4,000 people on my Facebook, but I also had 10,000 on my Instagram. But now I'm back to little, cause whenever I disable my account, they delete it. It is what it is. But
Oh, wait,
a lot of
deleted you
people,
off the Instagram? That's what you saw with the 10,000?
yeah, I had 10,000. I actually had 100,000. I was pretty out
Yeah,
there.
that's
Like
how they doing people.
I have celebrities like Chris Brown, Little Chris, Ti was watching me. I think Ti posted some stuff of me before. You know, Gilly the Kid hits me up sometimes too. I hit him up, so he knows who I am. Um, there's another celebrity, Haha Davis. I know his buddy, comedian Barry. Like I know a lot of them celebrities. Like I'm behind the scenes, man. I just don't put myself out there. I don't want to be famous. But people say you should be famous because you could be an asset and a voice that
Yeah,
people
you
would
gotta
listen
put
to.
yourself out. That's why I mentioned
Right.
it was you was doing your thing out there, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta continue to keep doing your thing and do whatever you gotta do, man. We always gonna be here to support, man. And always remember we started with you, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're gonna do. But man, look, we're gonna get up out of here, man. We like to thank everybody for tuning in to us, the Weekly Scheme Podcast, and we'll be with y'all on probably like 3 more times this week and give you some more episodes. But we like to thank y'all for showing tonight. Everybody, see y'all later.
All right. Appreciate everyone from Nova Scotia, America, to watching. It's She Real the One. And like I said, everything I say, you take it in.
All right, now y'all be safe.